Imagine this. You're doing no contact, trying to heal, regain your power, and then you realize she's doing the exact same thing. No calls, no texts, nothing, just silence. What now? Most men panic. They chase, they plead, they beg. But today, I'll show you the reset Stoic way, how to stay unshakable, even when she disappears from your life completely. Here's the truth. No contact isn't just a tool to make her miss you. It's a test, a mirror. And when she's also practicing silence, it's a hidden opportunity, an invitation to become stronger, calmer, and more magnetic than ever before. By the end of this video, you'll understand why her silence isn't rejection, it's reflection. How to use this double no contact to reset your life. The exact Stoic mindset that turns absence into attraction. Stay with me, because this is the shift most men never see. Section 1. The double no contact. Truth. First, understand this. Her silence is not personal. Your mind wants to panic. She's ignoring me. She hates me. She's lost interest. That's your ego talking. Stoicism teaches us it's not what happens to you, it's how you perceive it. Picture this. You're at the gym. You lift a heavy weight. It resists, you struggle, and your muscles grow. That's what double no contact is. It's resistance. Her silence is the weight. Your growth is the muscle. Psychology backs this up. Absence increases value, but only if you use the absence for self-improvement. Many men do the opposite. They stew, they obsess, they scroll social media, hoping for crumbs of attention. That's weakness. Instead, take her silence as data. Observe, don't react. Stoic principle, amor fati, love your fate. This is your chance to sculpt yourself. Curiosity trigger to lead into next section. And here's the twist most men miss. How you act during her silence will decide if she comes back or never thinks of you again. Section 2. The Stoic mindset. During no contact, 3 to 6. Now let's talk about your mind. Because when she's silent, the battlefield is in here, not out there. Most men lose themselves in panic, anger, or obsession. Stoicism says, you control your mind, not her actions. Epictetus said it clearly. It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Think of this. A storm hits a tree. Some trees bend and break. Others flex and survive. You must be that tree. Her silence is the storm. Your reaction is your strength. Here's a practical rule. Detach without withdrawing from life. Focus on your routines. Gym, work, meditation, hobbies. Don't text, don't call, don't check her social media. Every glance at her life is a chain around your neck. Reinforce your boundaries. Silence is not just hers, it's yours too. Psychologically, this is powerful. When you remain calm and composed, you create a magnetic paradox. You're absent, yet fully present in your life. She may even notice, on a subconscious level, that you are thriving without her. Curiosity trigger. But here's the part most men fail to see. It's not just your calm that matters, it's what you do with your absence. That brings us to the next section. Section 3. Using her silence as a mirror. Double no contact isn't just a test of patience. It's a mirror reflecting your true self. Ask yourself, who am I when no one is paying attention? When my ego isn't being stroked? When she is completely out of reach? This is the hardest part for most men. They need validation. They need external signals to feel alive. Stoicism says, virtue is its own reward. Your value doesn't come from her responses. It comes from your actions, discipline, and integrity. Real-life example. I had a friend who went through a breakup. She went silent. He went silent too. Most men would obsess. He didn't. He focused on learning new skills, improving his fitness, and creating value in his life. 6 months later, he didn't even care about her return, but she noticed him in a completely different light. Her perception changed because he had changed. Her silence is a test of your self-mastery. It shows you exactly where your weakness lies: dependency, impatience, emotional reactivity. Each day you resist the urge to chase. Each day you focus on your growth. You strengthen your inner fortress. Curiosity trigger. And now, here's the secret weapon most men never realize: the power of subtle, controlled presence. even while she's absent. Section 4. The power of subtle presence. Here's what most men don't understand. You don't need to chase her to be noticed. You don't need drama to spark attraction. True power lies in subtle presence. Subtle presence means living fully, thriving silently, and letting your life speak for itself. She's silent, you're still showing up. She's testing you, you're grounded, calm, unshakable. She's uncertain. Your energy says, I'm complete without you, yet I remain intriguing. Psychology calls this the paradox of attraction, scarcity plus value. Stoicism calls it self-mastery. Example, a man I knew went through a breakup. He didn't text, didn't stalk, didn't complain. Instead, he built his business, trained like a warrior, and invested in himself. Months later, she reached out, not because he chased, but because his absence and transformation created curiosity, respect, and attraction. Here's the key. You don't control her. You control yourself. That control radiates presence, and presence, deep, silent, unshakable, is magnetic. Curiosity trigger. Next, we'll cover the ultimate Stoic secret that turns silence into power, and why most men fail even when they think they're doing everything right. Section 5. Turning silence into your advantage. Now we get to the heart of it, how to use her silence as fuel, not poison. Focus on growth, not validation. Her absence is not a rejection. It's a spotlight on your weaknesses. Use it to grow stronger physically, mentally, emotionally. Practice radical acceptance. Epictetus. Some things are up to us, some are not. Her response is not up to you. Your reaction is. Accept it fully and without complaint. Transform longing into action. Every time your mind wants to text or check her, do one thing: train, read, create, or work. Channel the energy into self-mastery. Reinforce inner value daily. Your value is internal. It doesn't fluctuate with her attention. Remind yourself daily, I am complete, I am enough, I am disciplined. Real-life example. A man I coached was desperate during no contact. She didn't respond. Instead of spiraling, he focused on his daily routine, learned a new skill, and became the best version of himself. Her silence didn't harm him, it elevated him. And she noticed the change without him saying a word. Curiosity trigger, emotional punch. Here's the final truth that most men never internalize. Her silence is the ultimate test of your self-respect, and your response determines whether you rise or fall. Ending. Stoic lesson plus CTA. Listen carefully. Life is full of silence, rejection, and uncertainty. Stoicism teaches us that external events are neutral. What matters is how we respond. If she's silent, it's not a crisis. It's an opportunity, a chance to become unshakable, disciplined, and magnetic. Remember, the man who masters himself in absence commands respect in presence. So here's your Reset Stoic call to action. Step back, observe, grow. Strengthen your mind, body, and spirit. Let your life become your message. If you do this, silence won't scare you. It will serve you. And when she or anyone returns, they will see a man transformed, unbothered, and unbreakable. Stay disciplined. Stay silent. Stay powerful. Optional end hook. Now, take a deep breath, step into your life, and let absence fuel your greatness. This is the Reset Stoic way. Section 1. Expanded. The double no contact truth. Remember, her silence isn't personal, but let's dig deeper. Many men don't realize that when she goes silent, it triggers something primal in the mind: the need for validation, the fear of abandonment, the ego screaming for control. Your first reaction might be, why isn't she texting me? What did I do wrong? That's the ego, and the ego always lies. It whispers fear, panic, desperation. Here's a story. A client of mine, let's call him Daniel, was in his late 30s. After a breakup, he went into no contact. 2 weeks in, she also disappeared. His first instinct? Panic. He almost sent her a long, emotional text begging for explanation. Then we applied the Reset Stoic principle. detach, observe, build yourself. Instead of chasing, Daniel focused on himself. Gym every day, reading philosophy, meditating, expanding his work projects. 3 months later, he realized he didn't care if she came back or not. And here's the ironic part. She did reach out. Not because he chased, but because he became someone unshakable, someone who radiated calm, power, and self-sufficiency. This is the essence of the double no contact truth. Her silence is the weight. Your reaction is the growth. Curiosity trigger. Next, we'll explore the mental shift that transforms fear into empowerment. This is where most men fail and why some men never recover their power. Section 2, expanded, the Stoic mindset. During no contact, the mind is the battlefield, not her absence, not her silence. Your mind is the war zone. Here's the challenge. When you are met with silence, the mind fills with stories, stories of betrayal, rejection, inadequacy. These are illusions. Stoicism teaches external events do not disturb you, your judgments about them do. Practical exercise. Every time you feel panic or the urge to message, say to yourself, I do not control her actions. I control my thoughts. I control my reactions. Let's break it down further. First hour of panic. Observe. Don't react. Your mind wants instant relief. This is training. First day of longing. Channel energy into action. Gym, work, creative projects. Your physical effort mirrors mental mastery. First week of silence. Reflect. Journal. Ask, what can I learn about myself in this absence? Where is my weakness showing? Case study. Another man, Raphael, struggled with anxiety during no contact. She went completely silent. He used a daily practice, meditation every morning, journaling at night, and disciplined routines. Within weeks, the anxiety faded. Her silence no longer controlled him. His inner calm became magnetic. Curiosity trigger. Now, let's explore the hidden mirror her silence creates and why it reveals more about you than about her. Section 3. Expanded, using her silence as a mirror. Double no contact is a mirror. It reflects the deepest truth about yourself. Ask yourself, who am I when no one is watching? When my ego is silent? When the validation I crave isn't given? Here's the psychological insight. Humans are social animals. We are wired for connection. When that connection disappears, panic arises. But Stoicism says, your self-worth cannot depend on another's presence. Real-life example, Marcus, a client in his early 40s, experienced no contact after a painful breakup. She also went silent. He initially panicked, scrolling her social media compulsively, but then he shifted focus. Morning runs, reading Stoic philosophy, mentoring younger men. Result? He became grounded, confident, and attractive. She noticed, on a deep subconscious level, his transformation. His value didn't come from her attention. It came from self-mastery. Actionable step. Each day, write down 3 ways you grew, 3 ways you resisted the urge to reach out, 3 ways you reinforced your inner value. Curiosity trigger. Next, we reveal the secret of subtle presence, the unspoken power that makes her notice you without effort or drama. Ending. Stoic lesson. Emotional clarity and call to action. Deep commanding tone, slow and deliberate. Here's the final truth. Life is full of silence, uncertainty, and absence. People will come and go. Attention will fade. But what you build within yourself, that is eternal. Her silence is not a punishment. It is a mirror. It is a test. And it is an opportunity. A rare chance to discover your strength, your calm, your value. Stoicism teaches the obstacle is the way. Her absence is the obstacle. How you respond, calmly, deliberately, without desperation, is the way to transformation. Ask yourself, who am I when she is gone? Who am I when the world is silent? The man who answers this question with courage, discipline, and integrity is the man who cannot be shaken and cannot be ignored. Remember, your value does not come from her presence, her approval, or her attention. It comes from your actions, your discipline, your self-mastery. So here is your reset Stoic action. Step back, observe, grow, Build yourself, your body, your mind, your skills. Let absence sharpen you, not weaken you. Become the man who does not need her, yet is irresistible because of who he is. Silence is not empty, it is full of lessons, and the man who masters the lessons masters life. Stand tall, stand silent, stand powerful. Let her absence fuel your greatness, because the man who is complete on his own is the man the world notices. This is the Reset Stoic way, and it begins with you, right now.